love you. But I tell you, folks, you deserve a break today. Thank you for the McCafe coffee. I love the Golden Arches. And don't forget, the movie right now with Pittsburgh native Michael Douglas is out, the founder, all about Ray Kroc, who many may not know. He owned a baseball team, too. San Diego Padres. And the great Dave Winfield, who went on to play.
And the McDonald brothers have their name on it.
Listen, if it wasn't for Ray Kroc, we would not be talking Big Mac like we do today. And I'm sure for the time they made a little money too, so it's all good.
Went from Mr. Delegati in Uniontown, they wouldn't have been a Big Mac.
That's right. So to Uniontown, Mr. Delegati, and of course Ray Kroc, the McDonald's brothers, and yes, Michael Keaton, Batman, thank you.
You deserve a break today.
I do deserve a break
If
today.
you could have never named the restaurant Crocs, you would have just
No.
never...
They named the shoes.
Listen, but
They got the shoes.
you have to admit, there's nothing better than McDonald's French fries and a hamburger from McDonald's. Come on, that's just good eating.
It's not much better. than
No,
that.
no. Now listen, when we were kids growing up, that was our night out. Every 2 weeks, we'd take the Plymouth station wagon, whatever the vehicle of choice was, we'd head to the Beaver Falls McDonald's. My dad would go small hamburger, small fry, and a Coke. And then my one sister, he'd go, you get a fish and a vanilla milkshake. Don't ask for any more because I'm not paying for it. And we were
18
happy.
cents for a hamburger, 20 cents for a milkshake.
And then he would park because he didn't like his car dirty. We would eat our food with our head hanging out the window. No, I'm just kidding, Dad. All
While
right.
you were driving.
That's right.
That's fast food.
That is fast food. You know, we were talking earlier. It's a historic.
Rob was like a puppy. His lips were flapping. And
You know what? I just got that fast food. That was good. Hey, listen, you are the man of statistics, and on this day, the very first Baseball Hall of Fame class. John Pratte, you probably already know this, one of the great baseball writers in America, but go ahead.
1936, the inaugural class. Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Honest Wagner, Christy Mathewson, and Cy Young. Now, there's a 5 spot for you.
And I can tell you this, back in some bar in Carnegie, when the Flying Dutchman had just finished a doubleheader in his wool uniform at Forbes Field, or it could have been Exhibition Park at the time. See, I know a few things. They might have been enjoying a cold Pabst Blue Ribbon. Now that is a great beer. Miller High Life. I like the cans, but I like the bottles better. Me too. And Miller Lite. What was your favorite personality as far as the NFL or sports personality in all those years they did, less filling tastes great?
I like Joe Frazier. If you want a good beer, do you like Smoking Joe?
That was
But
pretty good.
Madden did good.
Yeah.
Ronnie Dangerfield did it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Bubba
did.
Smith had
Bob Euchre.
I also like the easy open cans. See?
Hey, never would I tell you what to do, folks. But Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you might want to bring them back. We're looking for a little work. Now, talk about why we were here working today. We talked about a number of things. We'll be here next week one more time. Big Super Bowl preview show. Come on out. And don't forget everything that you need, your favorite soft drinks, chips and dips and pretzels, and great party trays, that great fried chicken sandwich rings. They've got it all, tunesmarket.com. There is one in your neighborhood. Call ahead if you can a day or two in advance, and they'll have it ready for you. Before we get to the Super Bowl, let's talk Senior Bowl, won by the South, 16-15, and your observations, and a couple of young men from Western Pennsylvania who did well.
Yeah, Senior Bowl is really an interesting game. A young guy who kind of got himself onto the radar screen from St. Francis College in Loretto, Pennsylvania.
That's nice.
Lorenzo Jerome played safety in the game, had a couple of picks, one of which was a deflected ball, but the other pick was real nice in the end zone, and then had a real nice tackle on a reverse where he looked like he was shot out of a cannon. This kid really, to me, looks like a player who's going to be able to make it into the NFL, and coming out of St. Francis, that's going to be a real nice tribute. Nate Peterman had a real good week, taking snaps under center like an NFL quarterback. Everybody else was having trouble with the center exchange because every other quarterback there came out of the spread and couldn't catch a snap or couldn't receive a snap. So a little bit of Western Pennsylvania flair.
Good stuff.
Who fits in anymore? I thought the Senior Bowl was for 60-year-old guys like my man here.
Thank you.
Celebrating his birthday today, ladies and gentlemen. Many happy returns of the day.
Do you realize, speaking of, graduation and being a senior, as these great college athletes are about to ascend, hopefully to the next level, I remember in 1975, I was just praying to get my degree. Honest to goodness, I was hoping they would give your degree grading on the curve. That was a significant moment when you take the tossle and kind of flip it to the other side. See, not all of us were blessed with brains and, ability to, I guess, soar in the classroom. When they would say, come to the board to do a problem, I would literally shake with fear.
Little known fact, Rob Pratte majored in aeronautical engineering. Yeah, he took up space.
I would start doing extra credit for the 6 weeks before that 6 weeks even started.
He occupied a chair in college.
Absolutely. Listen, I just am so happy to be here with these two guys today. And now I want to move on to the Pro Bowl. I still love it. We'll watch it. It's at 8 o'clock tonight. And for those of you who just don't get it, you don't get it, you never will. There's something about this game that I like.
Oh, there's nothing about the game itself that we like other than the fact that these guys get a chance to go have a little bit of a vacation. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a flair. It's all of the guys, other than the guys that are in the Super Bowl, that you've watched all year that have kind of earned a place to be there. But you got to be careful with the guys playing on the defensive side of the ball because they really don't get a chance to play.
All right, they're going back to the old format of the AFC against the NFC. What format were they under before?
Well, they had guys that picked their teams. So they had Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin had a draft to figure out who was going to play for them.
But you've got another All-Star game happening at the incredible Staples Center in the Los Angeles, California area. And Ovechkin and Crosby are on the same team being coached by Wayne Gretzky. And Crosby, of course, got the accuracy first place vote at the skills competition, Coors Light skills competition. So let me just say this. That, to me, is worth watching.
Are they going like a 3-on-3 format or something in the game itself? So that's really
rough.
That should be done.
Yeah. And good on Crosby. This is his first All-Star game since 2007. He was 19 then. He's 30 now. I think all of that talk and trying to taint him with being soft has gone by the wayside. He's really become the really working symbol of the NHL. So good for him, and I just wish him.
You're right, Bonnie. He is kind of the face of the game. In fact, when they're advertising the game, he's the first guy that's coming up right now, which is, kudos to him. That's really a nice thing. And a guy that's done everything right during his career on the publicity side.
I agree. And have people like Lemieux and Gretzky out there together, piece of history, and every time they're together, you want to savor it because with each time, well, you turn a page and the years start to catch up. And when you think about these guys and how long they've been out of the game, you're witnessing some great players who have been away from the ice for a long time. But without their contributions, we wouldn't be celebrating the game like we are today.
It goes to show you how much money can do for you, though. You see how good those two look when they've got their $1,000 suits on, and their hair is still the color it was when they were playing, which I'm not so sure about, guys. They got the nice suntan look about them.
All their teeth.
I'm sure they were playing golf together while they've been out there. That might have been a nice day. I would like to catch the few dollars that was on the juice between the gambling that went on that golf.
I still love those guys. Listen, now we'll talk Super Bowl in just a moment. But before we do, Penn State, where my son will be heading as a freshman next year, happy about that. Very happy. Good kid, deserves everything that's good in the world, my son Robbie. But I want to talk about why Penn State seems to win in college basketball. Pitt cannot. Neither can Duquesne, Robert Morris. West Virginia is. And as I said to you guys, either on the air or during the break, the biggest story of all of this, Bob Huggins gets him to come to Morgantown, but we can't get him to come to Oakland or to the Palumbo Center or to Moon Township. Folks, I don't understand. Explain to me. And I'm only saying this from a guy who wants the local teams to win. I know they can't all win, but I look at the one in Oakland, which continues to just bang away at my heart, especially losing that game to Louisville like they did, and yes, coming off the loss yesterday against Clemson. And on Tuesday, they're at the legendary Dean Smith Center taking on North Carolina. You can hear that at 7, 93.7.
Well, out of them, Pitt's the hardest one for me to understand why they can't get the talent that's going to make them to the next level. They're in the premium basketball conference that there is. They're on TV all the time. If the kid's interested in academics, they've got one of the greatest academic institutions in the history of mankind. What they're missing, it has to just be a lack of personality on the recruiting side that you're losing, because coaches recruit players. I don't care about what you say is, are they recruiting the facility and all that. A coach is who recruits, and that's why when a coach leaves, they're letting kids leave now. It comes down to somebody, and we sure don't have Mr. Electricity at the helm of that basketball program.
You know what I would like to ask? I mean, he's still coaching, even though we're wishing him well because he's coming off another back surgery. The great coach Mike Krzyzewski, who played at Army for the great Bobby Knight, and of course, big anniversary as far as the Super Bowl. Bill Parcells, we were talking about this day when he won that one with the Giants against the Buffalo Bills, 20-19. He, of course, was the football coach at Army. So there's a lot of guys out there who know sports at the college level. I'd like to get someone like Coach K, who knows the ACC, but just say, what does he think? What's his opinion on what's missing? We're not dissing on any coach, but what is it that they're missing as far as the foundation, the building block to get that program going? Because he did it at Duke, but he continues to do it at Duke, and they had to start somewhere too. So I'm just curious to see what he would think or what anybody thinks.
Well, he didn't create. I mean, Duke goes back to the days of Dick Groat. I mean, I think he was pretty good at that time.
But there's got to be something, that consistent thing that they do to keep it going.
You know, Coach K's mother grew up in Keisterville, Fayette County.
Really?
Yeah. One of those cold patches, and
Well, when your keister's cold, you know it's winter.
with the coke oven and the coal mine. Now
That's a great story.
Oh, that'll tell you a lot about life.
And I got to tell you, I sympathize because I've had some back issues, and I can see this guy when he's interviewing.
girl from Keister.
Stop. I'm trying to be serious, give Coach K some love here. But you can tell what he's doing to continue. You can tell he loves the game. Could have left many times for the NBA, but he didn't do it because he loves college. Something's missing somewhere, because we were talking about the Jerome Lanes and the Charles Smith and the Sean Miller, Sam the Bam Cunningham, Billy Knight. I don't know. I just think there's got to be a way to reignite that program again. We saw it with Ben Howland, we saw it with Jamie Dixon. Coach Stallings, it's early, we wish you nothing but the best, but there's got to be a way to get it going.
Yeah, there is a way, but I'll tell you what, if you can get me that interview at Pitt to be the AD, and we can figure out a way to get it going, because I can help figure that out.
I think that's the first step right there. And this is what happens when you let academic standards and education get in the way of a basketball program.
They're a great learning institution. They've got obviously that UPMC brand, great dental school, great place to become a lawyer like this man. But you know what? Winning a little bit of basketball never hurt anybody.
You know, Rob went out for basketball in school, and the coach said, "We already got one." So,
and I've been known to dribble a little bit too, folks. Listen, all right, now Super Bowl 51. Why is it that nobody just wants to say maybe they're a great team? We only got a couple of minutes left because we're approaching that magical 15-minute mark here before time's up. So tell me, why is it that nobody wants to give this great organization their just due?
Professional jealousy.
That's it.
That has to be the reason. I don't see any other reason why, outside of the New England area, nobody can give any love to these Patriots.
how dare they be so good for so long? I mean, please, can't you throw a dog a bone once in a while, screw up a little bit?
I'm from the old school. Records are meant to be broken. I want them to win.
But isn't it amazing, I mean, as good as they've been, they haven't won that many Super Bowls. They keep hitting, yeah, but they haven't won one in 10 years, right? Or one in the last 10 years.
There's their ninth.
7 for Belichick, going for 5. He has his break. So, real quickly, do you think it will be more competitive than we're already willing to give the Lombardi Trophy on Fox Television at about 9:30 to Mr. Kraft and company?
Atlanta gives out scholarships too. They have a really potent offense going against the #1 rated defense. It could be a nice matchup. It could be a high-scoring affair.
Unlike the NCAA, where you had an offensive coordinator leave before the championship game, at least this offensive coordinator is going to stick around and then go to coach the San Francisco 49ers after it's over. So maybe with Kyle Shanahan sticking around, and he comes up with one glorious game plan to knock off.
Let's win one for Kyle.
I like that. Let's have one for Ron Laver and Crocodile Dundee. Good night, Mike.
And one for the Dick.
While we're here, why not, folks? Just enjoy the high life and, yes, the official beer of your National Football League. Greg Diolis, Bob Dvorak. Greg and I are going to be out later this week and doing some Super Bowl preview shows, so I hope you will not touch this dial and come back and join us. Don't forget, great rest of your day. See you tomorrow night at 7, beginning with the Allegheny Health Network program, Medical Frontiers, on Rock Rat Monday night on News Radio 1020 KDK. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye, everybody.